Good morning, folks. What a lovely day. The sun is shining, the weather is sweet. Makes me want to move my dancing feet. But I haven't got time to dance today. I've got plenty of things to do. I better get my finger out and crack on. See you in a bit. Aye, it's an absolutely gorgeous day today. Plenty time and plenty of things to do. So I'm going to be cracking on. I was here yesterday afternoon for a couple of hours. I managed to get the brassica cage weeded. So I'll be getting them cabbages and that out today. And I'm also going to put a row of potatoes out. I know it's too late, but who knows? Might get a what do you call it? Indian summer. So I'm going to stick a row of potatoes in there as well today. First of all, I'm going to get the kettle on. See you in a bit. Well, the blue tits have been active today and yesterday. They were flying in and out. Maybe the chicks will start fledging while I'm here this afternoon. Who knows? I was just watching one of them there. It was on that post again, and it was flapping its wings, like as if to say, like teaching the young'uns how to fly, sort of thing. So maybe we'll see some blue tit fledglings today. Anyway, just while the kettle boils, I'll show you what I'll be doing. These brassicas are going out today because I cannot stay in there any longer. They'll be nice and hardened off now, looking alright. Might get these leeks out as well because they're starting to flop over here. Like I say, plenty to do and plenty to see. I'll just have to find the space for them leeks. So I just thought about that now. Onions are there. Anyway, I'll show you all this later on. As I said just before there, I spent a couple hours getting all the weeds out of this bed. So this is where the cabbages are going. Now last year I put some green manure, so there should be plenty of fertiliser in the ground from the green manure. I know I did grow some, in fact there was cabbages there last year as well. But anyway, I'll stick some fish blood and bone down and what have you, and start getting them brassicas out on a lovely day. But oh no, look at this, planes going across, cloud seeding, chemtrails, oh no. Well, it's such a nice day for a change. I thought I'd come outside, drink me cuppa out here. Cheers. Aye, them blue tits are flying round, so I don't want to disturb them too much today, just in case they are trying to fledge. So I'm going to get them cabbages out. It's really late. I've never had me cabbages out this late before, but there's nothing I could have done about it. They're going out today, that's it. Everything's going out today which can be put out today, because like I said before, I've got to get my finger out and get some work done and all that kind of thing. Aye, it's nice. Well, there's a few clouds coming over now, folks, so who knows what the weather's going to be like, but for now it's nice. And it's nice to be nice. Makes a change from all of the rain, eh? Anyway, I better crack on. Let these birds do what they want to do. See you in a bit. Well, as you can see there's a little bit cloud cover, but that's not going to stop us, and plus you don't want to be working in the baking heat. Always complaining, it's either raining or too hot. Anyway, I've put the kale down there, and as you can see I've took the spars off for now, just to make life easier. So I'll get the kale down there, like I say, I'll give it a little forking over with fish blood and bone and some bone meal, what have you, and then I'll get them in. And then the next job is to get the cabbages and that in here. Now there's a little tip here for you folks. Cabbages, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, all them sort of brassicas like to have firm roots. So the best thing to do is do the old gardener's jig, which I will be doing later on. First of all, I'm going to get these in. See you in a bit. Right, so as you can see, the kale is in. This is the Nero de Tosca, I think it's called. I've never grew that variety before, but we'll see what they're like. The curly Scotch kale didn't grow, so anyway, they're in. Next job, as you can see, I've just lightly forked over where the cabbages and that are going, and the most important job to do is the gardener's jig, so I'll get on with that now. Right, so that's that, the gardener's jig. Like I say, one of the most important jobs on the brassica bed you can do. The roots need firm soil, especially for things like cabbages and Brussels sprouts and broccoli, because they're a thick stemmed plant, and the firmer you plant them in the ground, the stronger the stem will actually grow, because at the end of the day they're quite heavy plants when they're fully grown, and they need a good support from themselves. So that's the reason why you do the gardener's jig, and especially if you make growing sprouts, because if the actual stem of the sprout plant is rocking in the wind or whatever, the sprouts they'll not firm up, they'll just go to a rose, which is a problem that a lot of gardeners get. Anyway, I'm going to crack on and get these cabbages in. See you in a bit. Right, as you can see, I've just been preparing the holes and that for the broccoli to go in. So I'll just show you how I do it. Now, general rule of thumb is I dig a hole, same depth as the cup, then I add some fertiliser. Whatever fertiliser you want to use, I use bone meal, fish blood and bone, and a little bit of ammonium sulfate. Anyway, just mix it up in the soil at the bottom, put a little bit at the side which you're going to fill the hole back in with. Put the broccoli in, and then get the soil from around the edge that you've just dug out the hole, and firm it down a bit so it's nice and level. Get it nice and compact, like I say, otherwise they'll not grow very well. I mean, I don't know if they'll grow very well now anyway, because it's getting late in the season, but might as well give them a try. So just like that, then I'll see if I can do this with one hand. Come on, come out, there you are. So, nice root ball there, so it just goes in like that, and then quite hard to do with one hand, folks, but I'll show you what to do, and that's the only way to do it. There, so that's in, it's nicely firmed around. And another little good idea is to make a trough, so the water will go to the roots instead of all over the soil. So I'm going to get on with the rest of this. Right, well, all of the brassicas are in there now, and just for my personal reference, kale, broccoli, greyhound cabbage, Brunswick cabbage, just so I don't get mixed up. I doubt I will because there's not that much in there, but I only had 4 of the Brunswick cabbage, so I've spaced them out a bit further, let them grow a bit bigger, because that's another thing, it depends on what size cabbage. Sorry about that, folks. It depends on what size cabbage you actually want to bear, like wherever you space it. So if you want huge cabbages, space them 18 inches apart. That should be enough. I've just spaced them 12 inches apart because you know the greyhound cabbages, they don't grow very big. So I'm going to give them a watering in and put the net over. I'll see you in a bit. Okay folks, that's me just about done for the day, so I'll quickly show you around. And I'm just going to test out this new feature on the phone that I've found as well. I've actually got a pause button, so I'll show you around. Give us a second and I'll just figure it out. Right, sorted. I'll show you around. The water irises are out in bloom now. The purple clematis has started to come out. There's a massive thistle here growing in the pot which I'm just leaving till next year. The potatoes are starting to grow nicely. I'll put the other row of potatoes in another day. That's all the cabbages netted over safely there. Nice one. The beetroot's doing alright. The swede seems to be doing alright, but I've noticed there's something nibbling at some of the leaves. The broad beans are doing alright, starting to put on a lot of flowers now. The comfrey is still covered in bees. The onions are doing fine. I'll have to do a little bit weeding in between them one day. Starting to get artichokes on there now. The red rose has started blooming. It just opened up today, that. Very nice. Annie's rose has got a lot of flowers on there now. Very pretty. Little Annie. The everlasting sweet pea started romping away. And if you can see down there, so are the dahlias and the other sweet peas. The grapes are getting bigger. The cucumbers seem to be liking it. So that's what's been happening since the last time. Quick run round. That was quick as well, wasn't it? I'll sign off in the shed. Right folks, that's it for today. Just a little short video, but it wasn't short video for me. Hope you enjoyed the little gardening session and all that. And before I go, I would just like to say thank you for all the comments that I've had over the past 6 months. A lot of them were saying things happen for a reason, and maybe they do, because I've been chatting with a friend, and she's here, but she's a bit camera shy. So
Not really, but I don't want to be on that.
she doesn't want to be on the YouTube videos just yet. So yeah, thank you for all the comments, and it was really appreciated. You helped us through a lot of dark times, but now I've seen the light and I'm happy again. So thank you for that. She's called Michelle. I'll leave you on a little song. Do you want to say hello?
Hello.
They see, I told you there was somebody there. I'm not talking to myself. So anyway folks, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing and all that kind of thing. It really does mean a lot, and I hope to see you on the next one. I'll leave you on a little song, but I don't know how to play it, so I'll just sing it. I don't know the whole song anyway, but it's appropriate. It's by the Beatles and it's called Michelle.
Oh God, I can't believe you do that.
Michelle, my belle. What's the rest of it?
I don't know.
Michelle, my belle, these are words that go together well. Ha, that sounded like what do you call it? Dueling banjos. Forget about it. Right, I'm away. See yous. Take care.
Bye.
See yous, folks.